I'm Robert Davis, Director of Public Utilities for the City of Cleveland. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming today as we recognize the contributions of Ollie Shaw, her dedicated service, and her legacy. Many of us knew Ollie as a colleague. Many of us knew Ollie as a friend. But whether we met Ollie during her long career for the City of Cleveland or at church, or through the course of normal life, there's one thing that we can all agree on, is that Ollie cared and loved people. And most importantly, she loved her family. She loved her family and friends. Today, we remember Ollie Shaw and recognize all she gave to the people she knew and the people that she served. And at this time, it gives me distinct pleasure to introduce the Honorable Mayor Frank G. Jackson, who will present a proclamation to the family. Mayor.
Good afternoon. Let's do it again. Good afternoon. Thank you. It helps you keep warm, too. But, I often say that public service is an honorable profession, but it's not made for everybody. Everybody cannot do this. But those who do it and do it well have the greatest opportunity to impact the lives of individuals, families, and communities. And when you look at a public service servant, you're looking at Ms. Shaw. Because, I first met Ms. Shaw, I believe I was a councilman. And she was always quiet and always smiling at you. No matter what you said, she just looked at you and smiled. But she paid attention to everything that you did, and there was no request that I had that she didn't follow up on and do it in a way that was professional and that showed her commitment to her responsibility and duties, whatever it was. So I have this proclamation, and I want to present it to her husband. It says, on behalf of the citizens of the City of Cleveland, honored to offer this proclamation in recognition of this ceremony dedicating a portion of Kirby Avenue as Ollie Shaw Way in the City of Cleveland.
Okay, next on our agenda, we'll have Councilman Polenzek say a few words.
Thank you, Director, and good afternoon to Honorable Mayor, my colleague, Terrell Pruitt, members of Ollie Shaw's family, and to the members of the Public Utilities Department, WPC. I had the pleasure to work with Ollie many, many years. In fact, I didn't realize she was here 37 years. And as the mayor indicated, those of us who have been longtime city employees, you become part of the family. It's just not a job. You become part of the family. You get to know people. You get to know their children, all the issues pertaining to them. So I want to say on behalf of my colleagues, and I'm going to ask Terrell Pruitt to say a few words as well. I want to thank her for her dedicated service to the people of Cleveland. I want to thank her dedicated service to the Division of Water Pollution Control. I think at times she felt I had her number on speed dial, as many council people do. She was always responsive, always cared about the issues in our neighborhood. And you know what? For a woman to run WPC said a whole lot. It showed about her tenacity, it showed about her experience, and it showed about her concern for the division, the people of Cleveland. So I, too, on behalf of my colleagues, and I'm going to ask my colleague Terrell Pruitt to help present this to her family as well, on behalf of the members of Cleveland City Council, thank you. Thank you for giving us Ollie for her dedicated service to the people of the city of Cleveland. God bless you.
You want to say a few words,
Sure.
Councilman? And then...
Good afternoon once again. And it's my pleasure to be here and to talk about a wonderful woman, a person who gave her life to her family, gave her life to the city of Cleveland, and was an example for many people. I met Miss Shaw when I was in church. I met her from the neighborhood, and I didn't know exactly when I was a young person, didn't know exactly what she did. I just knew that she had influence. I knew that she was able to get things done, and she was very well respected. And then when I became a council person, I knew I could lean on her and ask her for help. And also she'll tell you when, yeah, it's not quite right. Let me show you how it's done. And that's very important, that you have folks who are kind, who are capable, but also are very stern and strict and make sure they get things accomplished. Her legacy is going to be lived out for many years. You can see it in dedication that her employees that work with her, have for her. And I'm glad to have met her, and I'm glad that we have an opportunity to honor her legacy. Thank you.
Just in time, Councilman President Kevin Kelly.
Good afternoon, everybody. Just want to let everyone know to thank you for inviting me. I'm very much proud to be, I'm honored to be a part of this great ceremony to recognize a great public servant to the city of Cleveland. And Ollie just did tremendous work. And it's really important that, when somebody really puts their life into bettering the city, that we recognize them in some meaningful way. So I'm happy that we're able to be here today to honor Ollie Shaw in the way that she deserves to be. So thank you all very much.
We're going to have John come up and say a few words, if you would, please.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
All right. This is really amazing. I don't have too much words to say about it, but I see from everybody that's standing out there, all her friends, her co-workers, this is just something that our family appreciate and we will never forget. And I know that she was dedicated to the city of Cleveland because I used to hear about it at home every night. So I just want to say thank all you guys for participating and coming out. And thank you, Mayor, for the name of the street that's going to have the Shaw name on it.
Isn't this where you met?
Yes. Yes, we met right here at this building. Well, not this building, but 1825 Lakeside, some years ago. But I just want to say thank all you guys for coming out. Thanks.
Last but certainly not least, Chief Operating Officer Darnell Brown will give the closing remarks and the unveiling of Ollie Shaw Way. Okay. Good afternoon.
When I think about my good friend of over 40 years, I think about a few words. I think about legacy. I think about being progressive, doing things no one ever thought of doing before. I thought about being impactful and, more importantly, life-changing. And not so much her life being changed, but her changing so many lives of the people that she came in contact with, whether that was her immediate family, her church family, her WPC family, or her city family. I'm often drawn back to words that a former mayor told me once about the city of Cleveland. And he said, the only thing you need to do in these jobs is you need to love the city of Cleveland. And if you do that, she'll love you back. Well, Ollie Shaw loved the city of Cleveland, but she really loved water pollution control. And it goes without saying that water pollution control loved her back in a very powerful way. Two reasons that Ollie spent a lot of time with you. You were either good at what you did, and she would let you know that, or you needed to be good at what you did, and she would let you know that. It is very fitting that this street would be renamed in her honor, because she spent so much time here, so much time with us, so much time impacting and changing us. And so it's very fitting that she would always want to be close to water pollution control. How much closer can you get to being close to water pollution control than having the street that it's on named in your honor. So we certainly think this is appropriate, very fitting. We certainly thank all of you for coming out today. We just give honor. The good book tells us to give honor to whom honor is due. So we honor Ollie Shaw today, and to the family. Again, we just thank you for standing by her all these years, standing with us all these years, and we really appreciate it. So I'm going to climb up on this step ladder. I'm hoping we don't end up with a blooper. So I'm going to get the sign off. So I'm going to ask you all to count down when I get up there on the stand.
It's always good to see your work.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ollie Shaw Way, ladies and gentlemen. Ollie Shaw Way.